So if you were to get married, do you feel like, and like do a wedding, do you feel like you would be, back then we had a show called Bridezilla. Do you feel like you would be that type of person?
Actually not.
Yeah.
Shockingly, I say that. Actually not. For me, I tell my friends, even my friends know this, and there's only 3 things that I really care about for my wedding.
Mm-hmm.
I want my castle. That's why I want to get married. I want a castle.
Okay.
I want my dress made from scratch. It has to look a certain way in my head.
Absolutely.
And then I want my carriage. I want to pull up in a carriage.
So it's giving princess
Yes.
vibes. Okay, yes.
Yes.
I'm with you. I see it.
Yes.
I see it.
So it's Winter Wonderland.
Oh.
We're getting married in the wintertime. Whoever you are, because I want my guests to like show out. I want them to come up with furs and stuff like that. We'll put it up. It's gonna be decked out. And I tell people it's either all or nothing.
Yeah.
Either I have a budgetless wedding or we're going to the courthouse.
Period.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Middle Child Podcast with your girl, Royal Boles. And as always, you are seen here, you are loved here, and most definitely, you are appreciated here. I am still on a high because your girl made it to 50 episodes and we're still going up. I can't wait to make it to 100, but that's just the ambitious side of me, the perfectionist side of me, the person that feels like she really ain't did nothing yet. But yes, I am still on a high. With that being said, I have an absolutely amazing person in the studio today. Very, very familiar face. I'm sure if some of you are, on social media all the time, which I'm sure you are, just scrolling. This person has graced your timeline at some point, or if you're like me and just need your eyes checked from time to time, you've probably seen her in Office. But I don't want to spoil it. Without further ado, I want to introduce you to the also amazing Dr. Lori Croom Bush. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for
You're
coming.
such a good host already.
Am I really?
Yes. You better do this podcast.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. It comes naturally.
Yes.
Never thought I would have been a podcaster.
Really?
Yes. I've always said I wanted to be a speaker, but
you flow.
Really?
Yeah,
Thank you. And to think that I'd come up with everything from the dome.
No, it's great. Some people have a podcast and I'm like, what made you want to do this? But with you, I'm like, you know what? This makes sense.
Thank you.
Nice.
It's the hot thing out now. Can you believe I'm an introvert?
I can, because
Really?
I'm one too.
Really?
Absolutely. Introverts have extrovert assignments, and it's just the oddest thing.
It is.
But we can do it. It's not that we can't. It's just that as an introvert, it takes that extra energy.
It does. And you have to step back and recharge.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. Thinking of recharging, what does a day of recharging looks like for you?
Girl, let me tell you. Last year, about a year ago, actually, I invested in one of those massage chairs that is like, that big fancy one that leans you back into zero gravity and all that stuff like that. So that has become one of my best friends. Okay. So after I, come home, or if I'm, out, I'll come home, I'll hop in that massage chair, get my blanket, get them a little warm and heated. Baby, I am old.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is an old people thing, but I love it. Nobody can't take it from me.
Oh my
I have
goodness.
2 now.
Oh.
Don't judge me.
Is it sitting like by a window?
One of them is sitting, I have a little theater downstairs.
Okay.
So even all the rest of the theater chairs are just normal chairs. I put mine right in the middle. I'm like, because who gonna check me?
Yeah.
It sticks out like a sore thumb, but I mean, I put it there.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's sure.
And then I have another one that's in my office that is by the window. Yes.
Oh my goodness. All right, Dr. Lori. So the interesting part today is I have a niece who's about to be 2 soon, and she picked up one of the books that I have from you, My Guide Today. I want to say it was probably your first version. Yeah. And it shocked me because I was just like, of all the books to pick up today, you picked up that one. Like, how did you even know she was coming?
That's an amazing woman of God.
Yeah.
There is an anointing on her life.
Yeah, it is.
There's no telling what she's going to be. She's got great taste and discernment already.
Gonna be a prophet to the nation.
Yeah.
All right, so thinking about your book, if I remember correctly, you went viral because you kind of gave some insight to Wipe Me Down.
Yeah.
How did that even come about?
Honestly, I had been off social media for a little while or had not been posting. And then one day like this, that is something that has just dropped in my spirit because I think like that, just typically, just anything I hear, when God's word dwells in you richly, almost everything you see, like preachers, they'll be somewhere at the laundromat and then all of a sudden it's just a word. But I'm like that with music, songs, things I've heard. And so it just hit me and I was like, let me show these people I'm still alive and get on here, give them a little inspiration, a little key. They'll find a little kick out of it. I didn't think it was going to go viral. I was still wearing my pajamas, as a matter of fact. And so I was like, dang, if I hadn't known it was going to go viral, I would have looked nicer. But honestly, that's the time when things go viral, when you're not planning anything out. You just cut the camera on real quick, get it out and keep it about your business. And the next thing I know, it had all these views and it was being reposted and it was on the Shade Room and back then, I don't know if Worldstar was still around.
It is.
Worldstar Hip Hop. They wanted to buy the video from me. It was just like, I was like, was it? Okay, well, cool. But what ended up happening is that people started reaching out to me because I'm thinking, oh, this is a little funny. And people were just like, that was so funny. But also, I've been going through this little thing at home. Can you pray for me and my husband? And can you make more videos? Because I needed that. And I was like, okay, pray for you and your husband, make more videos. Got it. So then I just started making more videos.
Oh my goodness. That is amazing. Yeah. So did it push you into listening to music more?
Honestly, no. Okay. I mean, because I was already a music person. I grew up in church, but I had a mom who was like super, saved, loved the Lord, always listened to the gospel station. Back then it was called WAGG. Yeah. And so she would always have it on the AM, right? But my dad, he was saved, loved the Lord, but he was a little more balanced. Yeah. All right. So he had us on the other stations, 98.7, we eventually 95.7. You remember that? Yeah, yeah. And so I've always just kind of had an appreciation for both. And I've had like a balance for both types of music. Yeah.
And then at what point did it hit you? Let's just turn this into, a book.
Actually, one of my friends was in the comment section of one of the videos. And she was just like, this should be a book and we can you could put it on coffee tables and blah, blah, blah. But she said that years prior. By the time I turned it into a book, what ended up happening, the pandemic hit. And so I'm sitting at home, and you mentioned I'm an optometrist, and so I had to close my eye clinic, and I'm sitting at home just kind of losing my mind a bit because of you had to do the school at home for the kids, the virtual school. It was terrible. It was a rough time because my kids were like literally 4 and 6, right? And so I'm doing virtual school for a 4 and a 6-year-old. I can't work. And I was just like, Lord, what do you want me to do with this time? Because it's not really been a time in my adult life that I wasn't going to just work or going to school or, And so he was like, you can write your book. And I was like, oh, I have a book? Right. He was like, yeah. And so the Holy Spirit just kind of helped guide me through that process and gave me the book to write. And I truly, honestly believe the Holy Spirit just wrote the pages because I did it in such a way that people who had been authors and who had been writing for a long time were like, I've been working on a book for years. Yeah. I've been working on this book for 10 years. I have it in drafts. And I was like, oh, is it supposed to take that long? Because it was 365 pages. And they're like, that's a lot of pages to just write in 2.5 months. Yeah. And, but the Holy Spirit was helping me with it. And honestly, songs would drop in my spirit and I would write and I just kept it going.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. It sounds exciting and fun.
It was very fun.
Did you find yourself like dancing around the house and stuff as you were?
Yeah. And that I did listen to during that time. I did just always keep music playing so that I could kind of catch a little inspiration. But it was a good time. It was fun. Oh my
goodness. Yeah. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall. Do you have like a favorite genre to translate? If I could use the word translate.
I'm going to say, you know what? I really enjoy the era with, I would say the early 2000s hip hop, coming out of New Orleans and Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Absolutely. I love them. Cash Money. Yes. They have some anointed anthems that really just speak a word to my
They
spirit.
do. They do. Even now.
Yeah.
Just certain songs can play and you just.
Yeah, because you see Juvenile made a comeback.
Yes, he did.
And he still has it.
And
he still looks good.
I had to double play my radio. I had to like repeat. I was like, wait a minute. This
Juvie.
This is my boy.
Yeah, did you see the Tiny Desk that he did a couple years back?
I did.
Oh, so good.
I did.
Him and Manny Fresh. I was just like, this is what they did. When they said they were taking over
for the 99.
For the 99 in the 2000, they meant that.
They did.
And they did. They spoke it into existence.
They did.
And it did happen. So I was glad to see that.
Well, maybe we need a remix for them to take over.
Yeah. They've still got it.
They do.
They've still got it.
They do. I really wish they would make like that whole season would make a hard comeback, because I'm just tired, respectfully, guys, of hearing what I'm hearing now.
Yeah, I don't, and I'm behind, like with things now. I'm a little behind. I don't know half these people anymore. They're like, such and such got killed last night. I'm like, who? And coming to find out they got 30 million followers, I'm like, so everybody knows this person, right?
They sneak on in, but I think it's the younger kids. It's like bringing it more so to light. And it's all of these slang slogans that they have now is, I'm still trying to figure out what 6'7" is, and I don't even know if that's still relevant.
You'll never know. You'll never understand. I have Gen Alpha. My kids are Gen Alpha.
Okay.
And they're the ones that do all that random skibbity this and that and 6'7", and it's provocative. Nobody knows what it means.
It does not.
So I don't know what it's all about.
I'm sure they keep you on your toes though, and keep you up to date.
They do.
Okay.
They do, but my children are a little bit different.
Okay.
I have one who she just turned 12, and she decided. She came to me when she was 11, around November. She said, "I have decided that I would like to identify as being raised in the 1990s." And so she decided that she was going to live her life delusionally as if we were still in the 90s.
Okay.
And so she was going to submerge herself in 90s culture, music, hip hop, even 90s gospel music, the movies, the shows, the TV, the clothes, everything, Black 90s culture. And she has actually done that.
Yeah.
And at 12 years old, she watches things like Different World and Full House.
Wow.
And she likes all those sitcoms. She had us watching, what was it, The Truman Show the other day. She just brings up stuff I completely forgot about. And she has loved it. And I didn't know whether to be concerned or what. But I was like, you know what? That was a good decade.
That was.
So I'm going to let her do what she does. So
that was
they're
also
a little retro. My kids are retro.
Yeah. That's a word in there. When you decide to identify as a certain thing and you live it out, that'll speak.
She studies it. She really studies it. So I like it. The 90s, in my opinion. Which, how old are you? Because you were probably
I'm 34, so I was born in 90.
You were right there. Okay,
yeah.
So the 90s, in my opinion, should be recognized nationally as a Renaissance period. Because everything back in the 90s, it just was its own thing.
It was.
And it's still, a lot of the things from the 90s still have an huge impact on us today. I'm talking about from Michael Jordan and the tennis shoes, the sports figures were crazy back then. We're still looking at like Tiger Woods and those as some of the highest people. I was trying to explain to my daughter that there was such a thing as Nickelodeon, and they would take over your school. And there was this thing back in the 90s where Nickelodeon, you would write a letter to them. They would choose you in your school. They would come and they would be literally like Britney Spears singing in your cafeteria, and they'll slime your principal. And she's like, I cannot believe this was all things we had going on back then. So yeah, the 90s, it should be, in my opinion, from the music to even the films, it should be a Renaissance period.
I agree. I was talking to my best friend about that actually yesterday, and we were trying to figure out at what point did it change? Like, for it to have been just so amazing, like what was that pivotal point that made it just switch over to what we're now living in today.
What was y'all's conclusion on that?
We
what do you
didn't.
think?
We're still trying to figure it out. It's just because it was like you said, it was such an amazing time. And granted, I was born at the beginning part of it, but I got to experience some of the latter, and it just changed so quickly.
You know what? I'm going to think about that because I don't know what it was, but there was something where it just, maybe it was that Y2K thing because you remember that, well, you were young, but you remember they thought the world was coming to an end.
Yes.
They thought the world was coming to an end once 99 went to 2000 and then all the computers and everything was going to be messed up. But maybe it was that, or maybe it was AOL.
Okay.
AOL, that's my theory.
Okay, dial-up.
Yeah, dial-up internet brought everybody the ability at home. You know, they send you a little CD in the mail. Back then, you had to put a little CD-ROM in your computer. It was going to put AOL on there.
Yes.
Connect it to a phone line. Yeah. And then you could hop in a chat room, and then you could be talking to people in instant messenger.
Right.
And so you had these websites, chat rooms. That was all new. So maybe it was just the fact of the internet just becoming more widely accessible.
I can see that.
Yeah, I think that has to have something to do with
it. I can see that 100%.
Like the world hadn't been the same ever since they started sending out those CD-ROMs.
That's true. And messing up the phone lines. That was the time like when you couldn't be on the phone while it was dialing up and everything. I remember that.
Man, my mom would be so frustrated. You pick up the phone, it's like, shh. Get off the internet.
Oh my goodness.
And Mom was like, what if it's an emergency? Somebody calling my house. They can't even get in here because you are like.
Well, they better meet me in the chat room. They find the chat room. I'm in the
send it to me in Messenger.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. That, you know what? That makes a lot of sense because at that point you have, like you said, it's accessible to the world. So you're talking to different people across the world, probably getting bullied, probably, creating this persona of who you are. And so I can see that.
Yeah. And I think we kind of shifted focus. There was just a lot of creation that was going on back then that was just, different types of expression. And I think people shifted to wanting to create things that would translate to the internet and, get big on the internet. Yeah. And that's just something that's been going on now for 30 years now almost, or 20, I don't know, what year are we in, 26? Yeah. So that's been going on for a while now, but when people think about creation, it's not necessarily the same. Right. And so if it's not something that can go viral or that can get big online, a lot of times people don't lean towards it. Yeah. Yeah, because even like hairstyles, all of this type of stuff, now people are going backwards to stuff from the 90s, trying to pull it forward again. Shout out to A Different World coming out.
Yes. I'm excited about that. Do they have a release?
September 24th. They just announced it yesterday.
Of this year?
Yes. That's the premiere date on Netflix, September 24th.
Do not bother me, guys. I'm
cautiously optimistic about it because Debbie Allen is involved. She was the executive producer for the one that was. So they have really big shoes to fill. But with Debbie Allen and a lot of the OGs being actually with their hands on it, I'm optimistic that it might be good.
I hope so.
I really pray it's
good. I hope that's the pivotal point that takes us not necessarily back mentally, but
still, it's one of the greatest. And that's my daughter, my girl that's 12. That's her favorite show. She watches it all the time. I know every episode, back and forth, side to side, up and down. Yeah. Let me tell you, and people who know me know how deep I am into A Different World. I can watch any episode I want to watch just by closing my eyes. Yeah. And thinking about it because I know it back and forth. I was like, I could just pull up an episode in my head and just watch it from beginning to end in my head because I've seen every episode so many times.
Do you have a favorite
episode?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. My favorite episode is actually not what everybody thinks.
Okay.
The wedding episode is most people's favorite. But my favorite episode is the episode where Whitley broke up the relationship between Dwayne and Keanu. Oh, yeah. And so she's like playing this maid in Dwayne's house. She's like cleaning up. She's calling her all these different names like Kikukala, Nusabi, Nuki. And then Patti LaBelle shows up. And that's Dwayne's mom. And so she comes in, she sees all the drama going on. They fight over prune cobbler. And then eventually Dwayne comes to the realization that he really does love Whitley. And he breaks up with Keanu, which is sad, but at the same time, you know.
Right. It was what we were hoping for.
Yeah. This is real life, you know. And so, well, actually it's not real life, but that happens in real life.
Right.
You think you can move on and really you're still stuck in the past. And
absolutely.
Of course, I try to teach my daughters these lessons from these shows. And I'm just like, just because a man has said he has moved on, you better make sure.
Please make sure.
Because they will spin the block.
Yeah.
You know, but anyway, so yeah, that's my favorite episode.
Oh,
Do you watch it?
I did when I was younger. I've been trying to do reruns, but now that I know it's coming out in September, it's just about to be.
Go ahead and refresh, get ready. It's they play. It's on Netflix now, so everybody can watch it. But yeah, go back, start there, and then by September you'll be good to go.
Oh my goodness, I feel like I'm gonna get caught up with watching like everything because now I'm gonna want to go back and watch Family Matters and then Full House and all of that.
Some of the shows are still really good.
Yeah.
Some of them you're like, what were we watching?
Yeah.
What were we watching?
Absolutely.
No shade to Family Matters at all, but a lot of that I'm just like, and this is what we used to. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Full House still good.
Okay.
Full House is still good.
Okay.
Yeah. There's some. You'll see.
Okay. I'm about to have a whole binge watching party.
Yeah. Sister is still pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah. That one's still good. So there's only a few of them. They're just like, and we fell for this, but
really, really, I think it's just because it brought like family together.
Yeah.
It came on after like I got out of school, like get out at 3, and so you have that whole dynamic of watching or even seeing someone that looks like you on TV. So that was big. And then at the same time, in my family, we used to actually eat at the dinner table together.
Yes,
so.
mine too.
Hopefully that just...
Yeah, it'll be good. Family Matters is not bad. It's just the fact we used to think Stefan Urkel was just that dude.
We did.
And now you're looking like, you a little goofy.
We did.
we used to love it. People would go crazy over Stefan Urkel.
Really?
Yeah.
As soon as he got in that machine.
Yeah. Now I'm just like, Steve wasn't even that bad, honestly.
He was consistent.
Right.
He had a plan.
He was gonna be loyal.
He was.
Yeah.
He was. And all he needed was a little word.
Even when
if we
he
didn't
was
like
dating Myra, he was like, because I can let this go at any time. He was like, yes, I am with her.
Yeah.
But say the word. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
So, Steve, people look over Steve. He wasn't bad with Stefan Urkel. She ended up with Steve in the end.
Absolutely.
Anyway, so.
Yeah, she did. That's absolutely amazing. All right, Dr. Lori. So we wrote one book and then we wrote another.
Yes.
What kind of catapults you into the next book?
So honestly, the book, again, just something that dropped in my spirit.
Okay.
Right. And so the first book was taking different music and like little snippets of a lyric and expounding on it spiritually. The second book was using my, at that time, about 15 years worth of being on social media, my knowledge. I'm like, I haven't been on here for nothing. And so I took little phrases of different things, hashtags, things we say online, online lingo, and every one of those had its own little devotional that correlated to it. So, one thing that my brother, I have an older brother which I am the middle child, by the way. I have an older brother who wrote a novel a long time ago. And he was just like, the biggest mistake that I made was not having another one ready when people finished with it. He said, because when people would read that, they loved it so much, they were just like ready to buy the next book, ready to get the next one. He was like, I had just did that one.
I needed a break.
He was like, but one thing about readers, readers want to keep reading.
Yeah.
And so when he told me that, I was just like, well, I want to go ahead and start working on my next one. So it was the very next year that I came out with the second book.
Oh, nice. Did it take you about the same amount of time or probably shorter?
Longer.
Oh, really?
Longer because I wasn't stuck in the pandemic. At that time I had to go to work actually. So that one took a little bit longer to do. But but it was still a pretty smooth process.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You mentioned being the middle child, and I don't often touch on that subject, ironically.
Really?
I don't when people come on the show, and I think it's because we just be gone like somewhere else. But how was growing up as a middle child for you?
It's hilarious. Okay, I'm the middle of 5. So I grew up as the middle of 5.
Okay.
I have 2 older siblings that my dad had when he was in high school. He was living his best life. But we grew up in the household. It was 5 of us. And so being the middle of 5 is a little different because you got 2 older siblings. Yeah. They're always hanging out together. You got 2 younger siblings. They're always hanging out together. What the older siblings are doing, you're too young. They don't want you included. What the younger siblings are, I've been there, done that. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm not playing school and teacher in house right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm past that.
Yeah.
So you kind of I felt alone. And so I think I really wanted attention.
Yeah.
I really wanted attention. And so I would do things like I made up this whole thing, right? Where I was going around telling everybody that I had middle child or MCS, and I called it middle child syndrome. And I was just like, yeah, I've got MCS, and it's just something I'm dealing with, and blah, blah, blah. And I thought I made it up.
Yeah.
And then I looked it up, and one day with that AOL dial-up, I looked it up. Come to find out it was a real thing.
Yeah.
And one of the symptoms is making up fake diseases.
Wait. Right. I did not know that.
Yes, people make up fake stuff and fake diseases for attention. And I was like, God, I really do have middle child syndrome. But what ended up happening, I'll tell you what broke me from that.
Okay.
Right? So I would do things to get attention. And with you doing things to get attention, it can go either way.
Yes.
All right, you can do a positive thing for attention, or you can do a negative thing. Some people fall off into the negativity. And so I went the positive side. I was like, if I do well enough, they'll see me.
Yeah.
And so one day I want to say I was like 6th grade, and I made like all A's. It was like all year, right? So you come home with that last little report card. Back then it was printed out. It was all A's all the way down, all the way across. It was a total of 36 A's. And it wasn't numbers, because back then they just give you the letter. Yeah. So it was just beautiful. It was just like A. And I just was like, yeah, I'm finna show them this. It's gonna be, yeah. So then I get home and I bring the final report card home, and I showed it to my dad. He was like, oh, well, just put it on the table.
Oh my goodness.
He was like, we'll just look at it later. He just kind of like
brushed it off,
put it on the table. Yeah. And I was just like, I didn't even put it on the table because it was that last one. Because he was like, yeah, we'll sign it. And I was like, you don't have to sign it. It's the one you come home with. But anyway, so it was at that moment that I decided, I'm going to achieve for me. I was like, I could be perfect, and it's not going to really matter. Yeah. In my mind, I was like, as a middle child, it's not going to really. So and plus my parents weren't like that anyway. They didn't care about. Just like, long as you do your best. That's all they really weren't like one of those, you got to be perfect. They were just like, just as long as you do your best, we're proud of you. And so I was like, if I'm going to achieve, I'm going to do it for myself. And it doesn't matter if they see it or don't see it. Give me attention, don't give me attention. And from there, I just started achieving for myself and for what I wanted to be in life.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Maybe that's how I need to look at it now. Because I feel like I'm still struggling with it.
How did it affect you?
It was the same thing. I felt overlooked. I felt not necessarily underappreciated, but it was just like you, I tried to do my best when it came to everything. My grades were good. A, B on a roll, C in conduct. I would not stop talking. Well, but I think it was because I just wanted, when I got to school, I just wanted the attention. I wanted to be like the popular kid or whatever. And so I did a lot of creation in my head. Not necessarily like what you did, but I did create just like stories to tell myself because I needed to entertain myself. And so I struggled for so long finding identity because I felt like I didn't get it when I was smaller.
Interesting.
So
yeah, do you feel like that made you more of a creative person though? Like, are you very creative?
People say I am.
Yeah.
I haven't really grasped it. if you give me something, I can come up with it quick. Like, so I graduated school with a communications degree. Thought I wanted to be a producer for movies until I found out they're the last ones to get paid. Oh, and that's if the movie does good. Right. Yeah, the movie tanks.
It's a lot of work to do.
I did a lot of work and didn't get money. And so I became a music video director. And so I could create for music videos, and that's when I think I developed the creative gene.
Yeah. Very creative.
Yeah, but to me,
you're
I feel
more
like
a visionary than.
Yeah, I would say that.
You can see it.
I can see it.
Yeah.
And I would prefer to give it to somebody and then they do what they specialize in.
Yeah. But that's still you're a creative.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You're a visionary. That's a type of creative.
Yeah.
I'll accept that.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it sounds right.
It does.
I feel like
I'm running with it.
Yeah, if you're casting the vision and you're getting a team together to make it happen, you're a creative.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. What would you bringing something from nothing? That's
right.
creation. Yeah.
Right. And I'm so particular about it. It has to look like what's in my head.
So if you were to get married, do you feel like, and like do a wedding, do you feel like you would be, back then we had a show called Bridezilla. Do you feel like you would be that type of person?
Actually not. Shockingly, I say that. Actually not. For me, I tell my friends, even my friends know this, and there's only 3 things that I really care about for my wedding. Mm-hmm. I want my castle. That's why I want to get married. I want a castle.
Okay.
I want my dress made from scratch. It has to look a certain way in my head. Absolutely. And then I want my carriage. I want to pull up in a carriage.
So it's giving princess vibes. Okay, yes. I'm with you. I see it.
Yes.
I see it.
So it's Winter Wonderland. Oh. We're getting married in the wintertime. Whoever you are, because I want my guests to like show out. I want them to come up with furs and stuff like that. We'll put it up. It's gonna be decked out. And I tell people it's either all or nothing. Yeah. Either I have a budgetless wedding or we're going to the courthouse.
Period. Absolutely. I agree. We're not doing that
we're not
halfway thing.
No.
And my best friend is actually, she designs wedding dresses. Mm-hmm. We call them fuzz, not furs. We call them fuzz.
Okay.
You want people showing up in the fur. You know what I'm saying? Yes. You want them. I see that. I used to, in a past life, I was a wedding photographer.
Okay.
I was a wedding photographer.
You've done everything.
Several years. Yeah, I actually have traveled to different countries shooting weddings. Nice. And I was in optometry school and a wedding photographer at the same time. It was weird. But I will say I've seen a wedding, a winter. We did one in the snow.
Oh my goodness.
And the bride had like a fur shawl around her dress. Absolutely beautiful. Now, they did not stay together, but the photos
were gorgeous.
And photos went hard because it was right above, Birmingham has that overlook, kind of off Red Mountain where you can see downtown, but it was snow on the ground.
Oh, wow.
Had the whole wedding party out there and it was looking over the city. So the Winter Wonderland is nice.
Yes.
Nice.
I am super excited about that. Because before we had to go with that one because my other one was I wanted to get married on the beach. But I needed a glass plank going out into the water because when we kissed, I wanted dolphins to jump over. So I was like out there.
She said, I needed a glass plank. Not that I wanted. It had to have.
It had to.
Yeah.
It needed the whole.
Because why would you get married on the ocean if you do not have a glass plank?
Right.
Dolphins going above.
Absolutely.
That's a waste.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm with you.
I needed the guests to feel the whole. So we'll see.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe on the honeymoon, you can just capture a little glass plank dolphin moment, just for posterity.
Just to get it out.
Yeah,
just to get it out.
Because you had the vision. It must be for a reason.
I did.
Just to translate it to the honeymoon.
I guess you can say I'm a visionary.
Gosh. No, you are a visionary. I see that now. It's very clear.
Oh my goodness. But no, I don't think I'm going to be a bridezilla.
No.
Because I feel like as long as I have those 3, if you mess up one of those 3, like you can mess up everything else, the flowers, the colors.
Yeah.
It's just those 3 are just off limits.
There's no point in being a bridezilla. As somebody who did weddings for so long and was behind the scenes of them, they don't enjoy it. They don't enjoy the day. Yeah. So they're so busy trying to make sure like this flower was supposed to be here and blah, blah, blah. They don't enjoy themselves. They don't enjoy the day. And it's just like all this money and you're still miserable today. Why? Let go and let God at that
Literally.
point.
Literally let go and let God.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right, Dr. Lori. So where do you see life from here?
Ooh. I've been an optometrist for 15 years now. 15 years seems like a long time. So in my mind, I'm just like, I feel like I've served and I've done what I needed to do and I've helped people see. So I'm looking for God to show me how to retire.
Yeah.
And even though I'm 41 now.
Really? Stop it.
Yeah, I'm 40. I'm 41. And so I don't plan on just being in the workforce like this much longer, because I work hard every day. So what I really want to do and what I'm really realizing is that I am a creative.
Yes.
I really am. And the books, writing and becoming an author, when I didn't even really know I was an author, that helped me to really get a flair for the fact I really love to create.
Yes.
And so one thing I've been doing lately is I've been creating content. Okay. If my TikTok blows up, I may see a few patients here and there.
Right.
But I mean, I've been doing it for like 6 months and it's actually starting to take off.
Do you do your own editing?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. I just do, I do TikTok shop.
Okay.
So are you on TikTok? Do you
Yes.
know what I'm talking about? Okay. So you know how I've only been on TikTok for about maybe 18 months. I was late joining TikTok because they said the Chinese government was stealing everybody's information.
Right.
So I was like, I'm not going to do that. Meanwhile, people were over on TikTok getting rich. Okay.
Yeah.
And so when they got ready to shut TikTok down, I was like, well, let me get on here, see what it was before it's over.
Right.
So I got on there. It's maybe like 18 months or so. And first thing I noticed, I was like, why is it QVC over here? It was like everybody's home shopping network. Like, I was like, well, how much are they making? Because I can hold up, some lotion and
get it sold, right?
Yeah, I could sell a little lotion over here. So I come to find out, I got accepted into that little creator pilot program for it. I graduated the program, and now I'm just like doing multiple videos. But they say to really make it, you have to really do several videos per day.
Wow.
Like 5 to 10 videos per day. So now I do like 1 to 2.
Yeah.
And I actually do well. And I'm like, if I was doing multiple. And so I said all that to say, though, when my TikTok blows up, I want to spend the extra time just creating.
Yeah.
I like doing the videos because it's me creating again, because I'm creating cute little things. And, you have to be creative to kind of get these videos to take off. And some of them have gone viral and things like that. So I'm using my creative gene. I really enjoy it. But after that, I'll be writing more, but right now I'm getting ready to write a murder mystery book, and I just started it. So I want to write, turn it into a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to get into my creative side more, which optometry is great, and I loved it. But I just want to, God is a creator, and I feel like that part of him is definitely in me.
That is so interesting. A murder mystery, and then just being a creative. I love talking to creatives that are like super excited about it.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting there. I love recording my episode, but once those lights go out, I'm gonna lay in the bed for like 30 minutes. And so just you guys fuel my excitement and just to continue going. And so,
have you ever seen Hamilton, the play, the movie? I mean, the play Hamilton?
yes. Okay.
I'm a big Hamilton person.
Okay.
Right? And there's a song, and he says, I wrote my way out. And Hamilton, he started off as an orphan and, poor and all that stuff like that. But he wrote a lot. Yeah. A lot of the pages, a lot of things having to do with constitutional things and all that. And so there's a song, he's like, I wrote my way out. And I think about that all the time, because I'm just like, the difference between where I am and where I could be is literally just my pen. Right. I could write my way out out of whatever into whatever. So I definitely encourage people, if they have something, especially if they want to create, or something that's been on their heart to write, do it, because you don't know where it's going to take you.
Right.
The book, the My God Today book that I wrote, it still sells copies to this day. And it was 2020 when it came out.
Yeah.
And it still sells copies almost every single day because so many copies have sold, and it was just a self-published. I didn't have a publisher. I didn't really know what I was doing. But even that was a blessing to me personally, to my income, because it was allowed me to pay things off and do things. And so I wrote, that was like writing my way out of,
Yeah.
And so when I wrote the book, so many people, I was shocked, came to me and were like, yeah, I have this book. I've been writing it since 98. And I'm like, what?
Jeez.
They're like, yeah, the Lord gave it to me in 79. And I got it in a notebook somewhere. How did you actually do it? And it's just like, you do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to. I was writing when I did go back to work. I was writing on my lunch break. I was staying up late. I was waking up early. I had made some friend in Saudi Arabia. Mind you, at that time I was single, right? I'm married now, but at that time I was like divorced and single mom. I was talking to this dude and he was fine too. Okay?
I bet.
He was from here, but he was fine.
Yeah.
He was the teaching over there. If you see this. Okay. But anyway, I had made this friend in Saudi Arabia, and I would talk to him because his morning was like really late at night, but it kept me, and I was like, yeah, if I just stay up a couple hours later, he'll be awake. And so I would just write till he would wake up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would just...
It was a method.
Yeah, it was a method. I was like, if I get 10 more pages out, and then by the time he wakes up, I'll be, But you have to really want to do it, and you will if you want to.
For sure. And have a why.
Yeah.
Definitely have to have a why.
Give yourself little motivations. Give yourself little gifts.
That is absolutely amazing. I do want to touch on you being an optometrist before I get you out of here, because I'm sure you have a busy day. But at what point did you decide that was what you wanted to do?
Oh, I was a child when I decided that. As a matter of fact, I would say I solidified it maybe about age 15.
Okay.
But starting in first grade, my vision was getting bad. I was really nearsighted because I like to read a lot. At that time, I started reading real early. My mom taught us to read at like 3 and 4.
Oh, wow.
And so because I started reading so early, people don't realize this, but it trains your eyes to be nearsighted.
Okay.
That's why you see a lot of nerds having to wear glasses because they started reading at a young age.
Oh, wow.
And so your vision develops to think, oh, you like to be right here?
Yeah.
We're
going to stay.
We got you. That's what we got. But they don't do all that. They're like, you don't need this. You're right here. So I was reading a lot. And so my vision developed for literally about right here. And so my mom was taking me to the UAB eye care to get my eyes checked, and that's where the students were. Okay. And so I realized, I was like, so y'all in school? Because they would come in, I would think they were the doctor. If you've ever been to UAB eye care, they come in, they've got on a little short white coat, so you think they're the doctor.
Right.
And they do all these tests on you. You're in there half the day. And then they're like, okay, let me go get my teacher because they're going to check it. And I'm like, teacher, you ain't the doctor? And then the person with the long white coat comes in. Yeah. And they redo half the stuff over again. And you're frustrated. But in my mind, I was like, so y'all are in school. Because when I go to school, I just sit and listen to somebody and look at a board. And it's really boring. Yes. And it's like, this seems more fun. Yes. A fun school. And so that made me, I was like, it's a fun school. All the gadgets, the different things. I was like, I like this. And so that's what got me interested initially, was just the fact I was always at UAB Eye Care. And that's where the School of Optometry is. And so I was like, okay, I did a little research. It's a good career for women. You can, have a family and then also be a professional at the same time. Nice. You don't have to necessarily work in a hospital setting. You can own your own practice. I had an entrepreneurial spirit. Yes. So you can be an entrepreneur. And then it's not so crazy that just on call for eye emergencies all the time. I can't be with my family, you know.
Right.
And they made decent income. So I was just like, this is
Sounds about right.
Yeah. And I in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, just one little organ, the eye, it's no big deal. I can learn that. You know, come to find out. When you go to optometry school, you have to learn it all because it all connects to the eyes. Yes. So you have to be able to look in there and be like, diabetes. But you got to know all about that. You got to know all about the medicines people take because it can affect the eye. So now you got to learn all about the pharmacology. You know, so we had to learn it all still. So it was hard.
I bet.
School itself was hard, but the career, once you know it and once you kind of know what you're doing, it's not crazy at all.
Sounds like chemistry.
Yeah, that was my major.
Nice.
Undergrad, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, chemistry major.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, because that was not my specialty.
Yeah, but you have to have a teacher that makes it clear and fun.
Okay.
And I just so happened to have that in high school. So I went on to Spelman and did a chemistry major.
Nice. And graduated
magna cum laude and Phi Beta Kappa. It was a blast. And I've never liked school, like as far as studying, books, classes. I just had goals, but I never liked school. From fourth grade, 4-year-old kindergarten, there's a letter that I found when I was older, and the teacher was like, we can't get Lori to join the rest of the group. We asked her what's wrong. She just says, I don't like school. And I never did. Even though I was the valedictorian of my high school, I didn't like being there.
Yeah.
I just had things I wanted to do. And I knew that was my key. Education. If anyone's watching this, education is the key. Okay, so don't ever let anybody trick you, even if it's for a trade.
Yeah.
Get some type of educational value.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please keep your mind in light and
absolutely
educated.
Yeah.
So can't nobody run game on you.
Listen, because it's happening.
It is.
All throughout this nation.
It is.
People are being tricked.
Oh my goodness, because we just won't read.
Yeah.
Guys, read.
We could go on about that.
We could. Reading is fundamental.
Man. And I think that we're paying the price right now
for sure.
Not prioritizing the education system, teachers, things like that, not paying them and not making it a desirable field. You know, we don't train the kids enough at home to where they can go to school and even behave anymore.
Yes.
So and I think now we're seeing in society that people are, like you said, easily tricked, easily fooled, don't read, and people can run game. And that's what's happening.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And fortunately, I don't have the running game spirit. I just be feeling so bad.
Yeah.
It's just, they read something and then I just be like, I really could say it this way, but let me just correct it.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
You guys are welcome because
they're
I have morals and standards.
Yeah. There's people out there pretending to have credentials.
Oh my goodness. Oh
my God, today.
On that note, Dr. Lori, I'm going to get you out of here. I'm sure you have an amazing Saturday plan. Today is Saturday.
Yeah.
I do want to thank you so much for coming in. You're the first guest that I even touched on being a middle child with. And so that's...
I feel special.
Thank you. No, I feel special. I feel special
because
because...
It's a great podcast.
Thank you so much. Yeah. It is... I'll say my baby. And I'm just learning as I go, and I appreciate guests like yourself that stretch me to a different level. And so I got to tell you this story because I told the other, I think 4, but I had a friend, I'll consider her a friend now. She told me to reach out to 5 people that I felt like would stretch me. And you were one of my 5.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
You were one of my 5 because I don't know if you noticed, I do have your book down there. My God, today, guys. But I was in here and I looked down and I was like, yeah. Let me see if she'll come in, because I also put you up there with being one of the greats. I mean, I just have to say, like, I used to see you around town a lot when I was out. And so it was a stretch to reach out. And so I do want to say thank you for saying yes.
I appreciate that. I do. I don't get on a lot of podcasts, even though people ask a lot. But something when you reached out, I was just like, something just made me, the Holy Spirit was just like, okay, answer that, and look into that. And I was like, she's doing a great job. And I would like to be a part of it. So.
Oh my goodness, I'm going to cry.
Yeah,
Guys, while I get myself together and talk to Lori, if you don't mind giving the people your social media handle so that they can follow you. And even if you do want a couple clients, giving them that too.
Oh, well, listen, I'm wrapping this optometry thing on up. Okay. So I am taking new clients.
Okay.
So, my optometry office is Now Vision Eye Care. It's located downtown Birmingham, 1st Avenue South, 22nd Street. Phone number there is 205-777-5572 if you ever want to set yourself up an appointment with me. The other thing, my main social media is at My God Today.
Okay.
That's my Instagram. All right. I also have at My God Today Lori on TikTok. Okay. I think that's it. But other than that, I'm just Lori Croom Bush on like Facebook and my main Instagram page and all that. So.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yes, guys, go out and follow today. You already know we're going to drop it down below. Again, Dr. Lori, I want to say thank you for coming by. It was an absolute pleasure to have you.
Thank you for having me. Oh, LoriCroom.com. I forgot. You can find all that there in case they forget.
Okay.
LoriCroom.com.
We giving y'all all of it.
There, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to give it to them. They going to find you. They going to follow you because they got to get on your TikTok shop.
Yeah.
They got to, yeah.
That's what I really
We got to retire the doctor early, guys. We got to retire her early.
That's what I really want. I'm doing blow dryers now. Okay.
Oh, wow. Hair is a thing. Hair is a thing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, guys. Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Middle Child Podcast with your girl, Royal Boles, and my guest, Dr. Lori Croom Bush. Thank you again for coming by. And as always, you are seen here, you are appreciated here, and most definitely you are loved here on the Middle Child Podcast. And until next time, have an amazing day.